You see the sold out shows, the blockbuster movies, the mansions, and the luxury cars. You see the fame. But what if I told you that for Nigeria's wealthiest celebrities, all of that is just scratching the surface? The real money, the kind that builds legacies. We are talking generational wealth that lasts long after the cameras stop flashing, comes from a single mental shift that most of us never even notice. It's a strategy hiding in plain sight. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the one mindset trick that turns a celebrity paycheck into a dynasty. Look, fame is a powerful currency, but it can be incredibly volatile. We've all heard the stories from Hollywood to Nollywood of stars who made millions, lived these huge, extravagant lives, and then lost it all. The spotlight is temporary, the applause eventually fades, and relying on just one talent, no matter how big, is like building a mansion on shaky ground. This is the silent fear that runs through the entertainment industry. The fear of becoming yesterday's news. The fear of the phone stopping. The fear that the lifestyle you've gotten used to could just vanish. So many celebrities get caught in the trap of lifestyle inflation. The more they earn, the more they spend on things that lose value. Cars, clothes, parties. They become cash rich but asset poor, and that is a direct path to financial ruin. But a handful of Nigerian celebrities have cracked the code. They figured out that their talent isn't the final destination, it's the vehicle. And that single realization is the secret to their lasting wealth. So, what is this big secret? It's the mental shift from seeing yourself as just a talent to becoming a brand and an investor. Let me break that down. These celebs don't see themselves as just actors, singers, or comedians. They see themselves as the CEO of a company called Me Incorporated. Their talent, the music, the acting, the comedy is just the first product their company sells. It's the flagship product that builds brand awareness and brings in the first wave of cash. But the goal was never to just sell that one product forever. The real goal is to use the fame, influence, and money from that first product to build a diversified empire. Their celebrity status isn't the end, it's the launch pad. It's the ultimate marketing tool that opens doors the rest of us can only dream of. They use their fame to attract investors, build businesses, and create assets that will keep making money long after their main gig is no longer in high demand. This isn't about a little side hustle. It's a total change in perspective. It's about thinking like a strategist, an entrepreneur, and a long-term investor. It's about turning fleeting fame into tangible, wealth-generating assets. Let's look at some of the people who have mastered this. First up is a woman who has become an absolute titan of the Nigerian film industry, Funke Akindele. Most people know her as Jennifer, the iconic character from her breakout film and the TV series that followed. That role made her a household name. But while everyone was laughing at Jennifer's antics, Funke Akindele was busy making serious money moves. Instead of just being an actress for hire, she understood the power of ownership. She didn't just star in Jennifer's Diary. She created, wrote, and produced it through her own production company, Scene One Productions. This was a game changer. By owning the intellectual property, she wasn't just earning an actor's salary. She was earning from every single part of the show's success, from TV rights to merchandise and brand deals. But she didn't stop there. Funke Akindele used the success of Jennifer to build a full-fledged production empire. After Scene 1, she launched the Funke Akindele Network, FAN, described as a 360-degree approach to filmmaking. She started producing other movies and TV shows, becoming a director, and taking full creative and financial control. And the results? They're staggering. Her films like Omogeto, The Saga, and A Tribe Called Judah have shattered box office records, with A Tribe Called Judah becoming the first Nollywood film to gross over 1 billion naira. As of late 2024 and early 2025, she holds the record for several of the highest grossing Nollywood films ever made. Think about that. She turned acting fame into a self-sustaining media empire that doesn't just produce hits, but also gives new talent a platform. She's no longer just an actress waiting for a call. She is the studio. That is the mindset shift in action. She isn't just a talent, she's a trailblazing media mogul. Next, let's talk about Nollywood's original bad boy, Jim Iyke. For years, his brand was all about that specific on-screen persona. But behind the scenes, he was playing a completely different game, a game of leverage and diversification. Jim Iyke knew early on that relying only on acting fees, even as one of Nollywood's highest paid actors, was a huge risk. So what did he do? He diversified aggressively. Jim Iyke's business portfolio is a masterclass in not putting all your eggs in one basket. He didn't just dabble in other things, he went all in. He started his own movie production company, Untamed Productions, and even a record label, Untamed Records. But his vision went way beyond entertainment. He jumped into real estate, a classic wealth-building move for any smart investor. He launched a bottled water company, Virgin Table Water. He's been involved in logistics and even the tech space with an app designed to connect artisans with jobs. Reports say his business interests are incredibly varied, spanning from fashion to oil and gas. What Jim Iyke proves is that your initial career can be the key that unlocks the door to capital and connections. He then used that access to build a portfolio of businesses, many of which have nothing to do with his fame. If his acting career were to end tomorrow, his income wouldn't. His wealth is no longer tied to his celebrity status. It's fueled by a collection of independent, cash-flowing businesses. He is the perfect example of a serial entrepreneur who used fame as startup capital for a much bigger empire. For our third case study, let's head over to the world of Afrobeats and look at one of its biggest global ambassadors, Davido. Now, some might say he had an unfair advantage, being born into a wealthy family. And while that access definitely didn't hurt, it's what he did with that platform that really shows the power of this mindset. He didn't just ride on his family's fortune. He used his own talent to build an empire that stands on its own 2 feet. Davido's music is his core product, and it generates a massive amount of money from streams, sold out world tours, and royalties. But he operates like a true CEO, knowing that Davido the artist is just one part of Davido the brand. In 2016, he founded his own record label, Davido Music Worldwide, DMW. This wasn't a vanity project, it was a strategic business move. By signing and developing other successful artists like Mayokun and Peruzzi, he created another powerful revenue stream and cemented his influence in the African music scene. Beyond music, Davido has mastered the art of brand leverage. His social media influence is huge, making him a magnet for massive endorsement deals with global giants like Puma. These aren't just paychecks, they're strategic partnerships that boost his brand's global appeal. He has launched fashion lines, turning his 30 billion gang mantra into a profitable merchandise brand. And he's diversified his personal investments into sectors like real estate and has shown interest in technology and even Nollywood. He's also involved in his family's larger business empire, showing a deep understanding of corporate structure and long-term investment. Davido embodies the mindset of turning cultural influence into a diversified financial machine. His music makes him famous. His business sense is what keeps him rich. Okay, you might be thinking, this is great for celebrities with millions of dollars and worldwide fame, but how does this apply to me? That's a fair question. But the core principle, the mindset, is universal. You don't need to be a superstar to use it. It's all about leveraging what you already have to build something more. First, identify your launch pad. For Funke Akindele, it was acting. For you, it could be your 9-to-5 job or a skill you have like graphic design, baking, or coding. This is your base. This is what you use to generate your initial capital and credibility. Get amazing at it. Second, think like a CEO, not an employee. Your salary isn't just for spending, it's investment capital. Your job isn't just a job, it's a place to learn skills and build a network. Ask yourself, how can I use my current position to create a new opportunity? Third, build your brand and diversify. Funke, Jim, and Davido all built brands that opened other doors. You can do this on a smaller scale. Build a strong professional reputation. Use social media to share your expertise. Start a small side project related to your skill, an online store, a freelance service, whatever. The goal is to create a second or third stream of income, so you're not just depending on one paycheck. Fourth, invest in assets, not just liabilities. The wealthy pour their money into things that grow in value, like real estate and businesses. The average person often spends extra cash on things that lose value. Start learning about investing. It could be stocks or saving for a down payment on a property. The point is to make your money start working for you. The strategy is the same, just the scale is different. Use your main skill to get capital. Build a brand around what you know. Diversify your income and invest in assets. So the one mindset trick Nigerian celebrities use to stay rich isn't some magic formula. It's a powerful strategic shift in thinking. It's the choice to stop being just a talent and to become a brand, an entrepreneur, and an investor. It's about seeing your career not as the finish line, but as the starting block. Fame gave them a launch pad, but it was a business mindset that built the empire. They used their influence to create multiple income streams through production companies, real estate, and other investments, making sure their wealth lasts way longer than their time in the spotlight. This is the blueprint hiding right in front of us. It's a lesson that shows true, lasting wealth isn't just about what you earn, but how smart you are with what you have. And that's a mindset anyone, celebrity or not, can use to build their own legacy. What do you think? Which celebrity's business move impresses you the most? Drop a comment below. And if you want more secrets on how the wealthy build their fortunes, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.